So yesterday's podcast, we talked about the 5 Americans who have passed away in the Dominican Republic. Well, there's another woman by the name of Awilda Montes. She was poisoned also in the same hotel as the Caucasian lady that died that drunk out of the same minibar. But this lady actually lived to tell about it. She's the one on the thumbnail. Now, also, I got a email from a brother. He's a Black American brother. Shout out to him. You know, he says he watched the show, he liked the show, but he didn't like my last podcast about the Dominican Republic. So I want to respond to him and his email and just tell him my concerns and why I feel that his defense of the Dominican Republic, I feel, is really misplaced due to who's in leadership. Because, yes, a lot of our ancestors were dropped off in Hispaniola, but our ancestors aren't running the Dominican Republic. The mestizo is running the Dominican Republic, and the mestizo has an issue. The ones who these running that government has an issue with black folk, okay? And they showing it in their policy. They're showing it what they've done to the Haitians, and that's just facts. You can't argue that, brother. That's just facts. Now, we mentioned this. Of course, I'm not saying all the people over there feel that way. Of course not. But we have to deal with facts. We talking about travel, because we can't actively say, hey, travel somewhere and it's not safe. At least we know what's going on here in America, but I'm not going to sit up here and advertise our listeners to go to a country to have any kind of anti-black sentiment or just maybe not even safe for them. So, guys, make sure you go over to the podcast, listen to it, and I'm reading the email completely and my response to it, in writing to him. But we're not going to sit up here and just defend the Dominican Republic just because you say you good over there. Okay, you good. That's your business. But a lot of people coming in not good. And then also I want you to hear the response from the tourism minister. And you tell me, once you hear his response as I read it off, is there a place you want to be? So there's a link that you can check out the podcast itself. It'll be in the description box, or you scroll down in the comment section to be there. You can listen to the podcast on the Anchor app. You can go in the App Store, or you can get it from Google Play. That way you'll hear it right when that podcast drop at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, those of you who listen on Apple Podcasts and Google Play, it should be available. If not, it may take a couple of days, but if you want it right then when it drops, get the Anchor app. But thank you for taking the time to listen to this particular video. But, sometimes we defend things that we should not be defending, but you'll hear what I'm talking about in the podcast.